I want to bring in Chief White House correspondent Nancy Cordes. She's in the Capitol's Emancipation Hall, where there are 1,800 seats crammed in there. So, Nancy, I know since the festivities were moved inside, everyone trying to garner one of those last seats inside. What can you tell us who'll be sitting there?
That's right. I'll give you a lay of the land, Nora. We are about as close as any journalist is going to get to the swearing-in ceremony itself, now that it has been moved indoors to the Capitol Rotunda, one floor up. There are about 800 seats that have been crammed into the rotunda for the VVIPs. We're talking about family members, cabinet picks, Supreme Court members, members of Congress, and those tech titans that we've talked so much about, like Mark Zuckerberg and Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, who have been specially invited by the president-elect. Emancipation Hall, where we're standing, is normally where visitors come. It's their first stop before they go on their tours of the Capitol. But today, it has been transformed. You can see all the seats that have been set up, and about 10 or 15 minutes ago, they started allowing the first guests in. These are dignitaries, representatives from foreign countries, big donors. We've already seen some familiar faces, by the way, including the mayor of New York, Eric Adams, who just visited with President Trump on Friday at Mar-a-Lago. We also spotted Danica Patrick, the race car driver and Trump supporter, and Nora, the influencers, podcasters, and sometime boxers, Jake and Logan Paul. So that gives you a sense of the types of individuals that we are seeing here in Emancipation Hall. We did manage to get our hands on a program a few minutes ago. This is on every seat, the 60th inaugural ceremonies. This program says the presidential oath of office will be administered to Donald John Trump by the Chief Justice of the United States, John Roberts, and the oath will be issued to the Vice President-elect, J.D. Vance, by Associate Justice Brett Kavanaugh. Among those we expect to attend today, every living former president of the United States. Of course, those we know who will not be here: Michelle Obama, the former First Lady. No official reason given, but we know she's not a fan of Donald Trump. And there are several members of Congress on the Democratic side who are sitting this one out as well, including Nancy Pelosi, the former speaker, who is still recovering from hip surgery after a fall on an overseas trip, Nora.
And Nancy, I just have to point out the statue behind you. Of course, that's the replica of the Statue of Freedom, correct?
That's right. This is a plaster cast of the Statue of Freedom, that bronze statue that you can see from miles around on the dome of the U.S. Capitol. They have replicated it here so that visitors, when they come to the U.S. Capitol from all over the country, it's one of the first things that they see. Really gives them a sense of what they're about to see in this majestic building.
I love the Statue of Freedom. Thank you, Nancy Cordes, because people can see that plaster model, as she pointed out, replicating what sits atop the Capitol, the one place where a woman is the highest spot, yes, in Washington, D.C.